So I hope you guys can hear me. I'm in this loud truck. But since I feel like I'm more at a peaceful state in my life now, I can express myself more without people in the background making rumors of me saying I'm crazy and everything that happened to me was all a facade and it was fake and whatever was said by me, I intuitively got the nudge of it without a person having to tell me. So when a person told me the rumors about me, I intuitively already knew this months before it happened. But that's another story. So this is about this is the truth about what really happened to me. And I won't say what happened to me because technically with the grace of God, I survived and I don't look at myself like a victim. I just say I'm one of God's children and he don't play by me. So with that being said, this was, you know what, I probably should have went back and did my little research because it's crazy. This literally happened years ago. I guess I can say years ago. We're in 2026 and this technically happened in what, 2024, 2023. It happened after I lost my baby. So this one thing just was crazy for me, like very wild. So basically I was forced to not have my baby. That's another story as well. But I was going through, yes, you can say there, I was going through a mental crisis and I was not myself. I was losing myself. I was hurt, depressed. You had more of a chance calling me crazy then than you could when this happened to me. Like, I think I was just, it wasn't psychosis though. It was me running away from the place. The same thing that I'm dealing with now, I got away again and it's better now than it did when before the first time I left. A long story short, I was set up by family thinking that I was, I can honestly say I was naive, gullible, and I blame me because, like I said, I had just lost my baby. I wanted a fresh start. But looking at it, you would think I'm being gullible because I trusted a dude. I trusted a man. And the whole time, this man knew my family. And my family didn't know I was going to figure out that they sent him to me. This is when I would tell people, I had a rant all on Facebook. People thought I was going crazy. I was going live. I still have the videos. I was going live trying to expose my family about, their partake on trying to sacrifice me, basically, and sex trafficking. So, this is back in, 2024, I would say. It was 2023, 2024, one of those years. And I said, hey, I need a fresh start. I need something new. I was dealing with depression after losing my baby. I couldn't function. I just needed to leave where I was. So I decided, I was talking to this dude. I won't even give out any names, but they know who they are. And if I need to, at any given time, I will. But I just say, hey, I won't give y'all no clout. I have evidence. Everybody knows I do. They just waiting on me to post. They've been waiting on me for years to expose them. And I'm at this point where I want to now. I'm not scared of anything or anyone, but let me get to the point. So this man came into my life as if he was, a angel for me, and as if he really cared for me, you know, the charmer. And hey, I fell for it. 444. Yeah, I fell for it, but hey, I'm protected too. So y'all won't believe the depths I put myself into, and it's like I don't think I'll be getting in trouble by saying this, but hey, all I can say is I got away with it. Have I ever done anything like that before? No. Will I ever do it again? Hell no. But I met this man in Jacksonville. I stayed in Tallahassee. So I met him. I got a ride to Jacksonville. I left like out of nowhere. I didn't want my mom. Well, I told my mom at the last minute. It's almost looking back at it. I think she knew too what was going on, and that's another story too. My mama was working with my other family members as well. Everybody, I guess, decided, hey, we're going to get rid of her. This is the year. I think this is the time we can sacrifice her. I don't know why they chose me. I'm sure they regret trying to choose me. Maybe they don't. But all the hell that they may have caught, like the karma behind trying to play with my life is, I'm sure they are reaping. So, anyway, I told my mama I'm leaving. I need a break. I need something new. I'm starting a new life. I went to Jacksonville. All I can tell you is I met this man. Everything was cool. I'm not thinking nothing sketchy. I was actually happy. I was very excited. The first thing he tells me is, "Hey, we got to put some on the plane." And if you know, you know. Like, I don't even want to go into details, but all I'm gonna say is this man showed me how to cover something up to where it does not be seen through the suitcases. And was I scared and wanted to shit through my pants? Hell yeah. So in my head, I'm like, is this all this was? Like, so this is when I knew I didn't know. Well, this is when I knew that I don't know what the fuck I'm getting myself into. Long story short, he did what he did, put it in a suitcase, and surprisingly, we got away with it. And that's all I'm gonna say on that. And all I'm gonna say is I know I have cousins that, slang that shit, and I feel like my family, and this is why I say karma was in it too, because like I said, that part of the family that I'm talking about, they knew the dude and they knew what was going on. They knew what was gonna happen to me. They knew everything, everything. And my little cousin, he in the game. And to this day, he still try to talk to me. And that's the same cousin, like, that tries to flirt with me. It's weird. Like, my family is I exposed them on Facebook as well for being, like, incest as fuck. Like, my family is very weird. I don't know if they trying to keep it in the family. Like, they trying to keep the legacy going in the lineage. That's confirmation. But, yeah, it's a lot of traffic right now. But I don't know if they're trying to keep it in the family, try to keep it going for the young people in the family. But long story short, he still hits me up to this day. But he ended up getting locked up. I don't know really the real reason why he got locked up. I'm sure it was a drug charge though, but he ended up getting out. And I feel like my family member got mad at me because I got away with something that I had no business doing and never knew I was gonna have to do that. That's how you know I am protected and covered by God, and God knew my innocence then. Like, I had no fucking business, y'all. But anyway, long story short, I made it to San Antonio, Texas. And it was not what I thought it was going to be. And I might say this story for another, or say the rest for another video maybe. Because when I get into details about what I walked into, it's just undescribable. It's very scary. It was just not normal. It was just not something that I thought I would be walking into. And on top of that, he left me. He stayed there with me not even a week. He stayed there maybe there where he had me, at the house he had me. Then on top of that, it was 4 other dudes. Wait. It was 2 other dudes. 4 in all. I think they planned on gang raping me. It never happened. I don't know why they never tried it. I think they thought that I was a bullshitter, like I was a strong woman. But I do know, I'm trying to just sum it up because this video is like going on 10 minutes now. But Y'all, they had strippers coming to the house and talk to me, convincing me to basically sell cat. It never happened. Long story short, they was trying to get me sex trafficked. Also, I was gonna do another separate video about the time I almost got kidnapped in a lift by a Pakistani man. His name is Ricardo. It's crazy because his name is my somebody I used to know in school name. I don't want to even go there, but yeah, that's his name. Crazy shit ever. I actually convinced that man not to kidnap me by. I said, "Hey, you ready to die too?" I had a little rat tail comb in my purse, and I used to smoke back then. Don't get me wrong. I used to smoke weed, and I was coming from the movies. This is when I was in San Antonio, just living life. I was traveling, like I was basically on my own. Cause the dude left me, like I said, he left me in the house with strangers. I had to get to know these dudes, and basically, like everything was cool. I worked at Burger King. If I could tell, they was my watchers, like they were my handlers. Crazy, right? Like me used to think about this and talk about it back then, I would instantly start crying because the shit that I got away from is insane. And I know they looking back at it like, damn, we should have killed this bitch. Like, the fat man that was staying there, I call him like a security guard for me because it's like he literally was my watchman. Like, he never went to sleep. He was a Muslim. I could feel this man chanting on me. Like, I was very spiritual. So it's like it was days I would stay there. I would hear him in there doing his little Muslim stuff, and it's like he was praying on me, plotting on me all in one. Like, it's crazy. And I think he was kind of like a spiritual hater. I don't think he liked that I was spiritual. And basically one day I was basically like fed up of what was going on in that house, and I was just like, why does it seem like I'm being trapped or something? I said, y'all are telling me I can't do this. Who are y'all? Like, you're not my daddy for one. I'm a grown ass woman. I can go and leave as I please. So it's like I started meeting new people, and they didn't like that. They felt like I was getting away or something. So the dude, he got tired of me asking, like, hey, do you know I was asking him if he knew the dude that I actually came here with. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock. So his whole thing, no, I don't know him, and man, I don't know what you got going on, man. No, I ain't from around here, man. I don't like when people question me, man. All I know is dude put a gun to my fucking head. He put a gun in my head. And this fat man name is Robert. He was very scary looking, don't get me wrong. And the fact that I have so much heart, it kind of scares me myself too. So he put the gun in my head, and he just was like, he was just like, I ain't from around here. You can't be questioning me. You can't be questioning me like that. And I was just like, I'm scared as shit. Like, I want to shit out my drawers right now. But while he was, aiming a gun towards me, I'm like, in my head, no, I actually said what was in my head. I was like, so you gonna put a gun on me? And yes, I'm scared as fuck now, y'all. Big ass, tall ass man. So I said, you gonna put a gun on me? I said, is it that serious? No, like, where I'm from, they usually use it. They don't just point it for the fuck of it. And I'm just like, nah, most of niggas be trigger happy. They really will pop your ass. So I'm like trying to just like, I'm just not, I'm in a state of shock, but at the same time, like, you're not finna kill me. Because if you was gonna kill me, you got to be just scaring me. It's a scare tactic. This is when I knew they were trying to scare me into being a stripper, sex trafficking, like something. Like, and it was just like I wasn't going down without a fight. So it was drones watching me, and then I got evidence, y'all. I have pictures and shit that I have sent people. I had all of my so-called friends and cousins. We was all in a group chat. These hoes knew what was going on with me. They knew the whole time. This is why they was treating me like I was an eyeball in the whole family. Eyeball out of all the friends. They treated me weird. They treated me like I was something that didn't belong. And now everybody wondering, oh, why Carrie don't mess with me no more? Why Carrie don't talk to me? Bitch, you know why. Ho, niggas, y'all know why. Y'all know why I don't fuck with y'all no more. And the fact that, I'm at this point where I don't have the tears to cry no more. I have cried my last tears about it. I'm grateful to be here. I show God grace every day. And like I said, drones were watching me across the street where I was staying at in San Antonio. I exposed their address when they wouldn't give me my things. I escaped from the house basically. It's like it's not a blur. It's just I'm kind of like talking on the situation fast and trying to put a summary on what happened, but they basically were going to kill me. They planned on killing me if I wasn't going to listen to them basically. And it feels so good talking about it, y'all, because I never really had that chance to really express myself about what happened. Only a select few people I've told this to. And when I was trying to expose bits and pieces on Facebook, they were reporting my videos, getting it deleted, and I just never knew that would be my story. I never knew I was gonna be the girl that they call crazy because I got away with, basically my life and I saved myself. I'm not gonna say I saved myself. God saved me. If I didn't pay attention to God's trying to talk to me, like He sent birds to my window, y'all, in San Antonio. Birds coming to my window, beaking on the window, letting me know, hey, 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 stay up, stay aware. I'm smelling death. I'm smelling death in that house. I'm not saying that, hey, dead people around me. No, I smell death, which is it's a big eye opener to tell me, hey, my child, they are trying to kill you. They are about to kill you. And this is where that day I had enough. I stayed up for a whole week. I could not sleep. My spirit would not let me rest in that house, y'all. And it was this blue-eyed white man. I called him my angel. He helped me. He paid 2 flights for me to get back to Florida. And to this day, I told him when I get rich, I got him. I'm not going to say his name, but if you ever see this, I love you so much. And yeah, like, that was my angel. He thought I was so sweet. He just couldn't believe the story. I used to feel like, dang, is he working with him too? But he couldn't have. I don't know, but this is part of the story about me, going to San Antonio. There's other stories I can really say, but I'm sure I just wanted to get that part out. It's just crazy how I survived. And I give thanks to the Most High. And to my family, I forgave y'all. I've been forgave y'all. I'm still hurt, but I want nothing to do with y'all ever again. You guys would never, confirmation, you would never be in my presence. I would never be in your presence. You guys tried to kill me, sacrifice me, whatever, for $1. So whatever God has in store for you guys, I hope it was worth it. Whatever y'all had planned, I hope it was worth it. And I'm not sending you no love and light. I just don't want nothing to do with y'all. And no, I'm not mad anymore. I genuinely am over it. But am I still hurting? Do I still think about the shit? Yes. I can't lie. I still think about it. And y'all still watch me. And I'm not following half of you guys. It's just like, I just want to know why. Why? That's all I really wanted to know. Why me? We was closer than that. But they always say it's the ones that's closer to you, the one that's surrounding you. I guess y'all thought because I had it hard growing up that was gonna be my end all be all story, and it's not. I'm a go getter. I don't stop. I keep going. But I hope y'all know that now though. Y'all know that now. Y'all should have been knew that though. Y'all know what the going on. But yeah, I don't want this to go left. I want to just keep it how it is. Yeah. Peace, love, and light to those who love me. And that's just my story. I'm just speaking on it, living my truth as always.